Shields up, Iron Breakers. Yes, I'm back in my car recording another video, but hey, I got a different microphone, so hopefully this will help with the audio experience to compensate for the fact that I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of editing in this video because the laptop at my place is severely underpowered and editing this would probably take like all night to render or something along those lines. And I just want to get a quick video out there. I wanted to talk about Dragon's Dogma 2 and Monster Hunter, and the reasoning behind that is because I feel like me and Gaijin have probably always said in the podcast that Dragon's Dogma 2 is most likely going to be releasing ahead of Monster Hunter. And the reasoning behind that is because we've had gameplay for Dragon's Dogma 2 for quite a while now, and we still haven't even had an official announcement for Monster Hunter 6. Now, make no mistake, Monster Hunter 6 is most definitely coming, but I think at this point it's pretty obvious that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be coming before Monster Hunter 6. Now, there was that statement that people were talking about, which is funny because there's so many things that we've had when it comes to Monster Hunter where people convince themselves that something is going to happen in regards to Monster Hunter due to something that is usually a mistranslation. So, like, number one was when people got convinced that, oh, Monster Hunter is most definitely going to be at Tokyo Game Show. And I remember me and Gaijin talked about it on the podcast. Gaijin even went and picked out the specific Ryozu quote where basically people were saying that, you know, Monster Hunter was going to be at Tokyo Game Show, because Ryozu just said, oh, I'm excited to go back to shows because, you know, COVID lockdown and all that. It'll be nice to actually just go to a show for once. And everybody just ran with that, and everybody was 100% Monster Hunter going to be at Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show come out, no Monster Hunter. Now, I've always said that it would have been a mistake for them to announce Monster Hunter at the Tokyo Game Show. It made absolutely no sense. Now, the next phase, obviously, is going to be, is Monster Hunter going to be announced at the Game Awards? Which at this point, I'm beginning to doubt. Initially, I thought that would be, that would be a thing that could happen. I was actually convinced that it was going to happen. I would actually still like to see it happen, even if it's just like a teaser. I think a teaser at the Game Awards would be awesome, but I'm not 100% sure that it is going to happen because everything seems to point for whatever event they're going to be having at around March or whatever exact date it is. Look, I'm in my car. I don't have like any notes or anything. I'm just rattling off things off at the top of my head. Okay, but there's supposedly going to be like some anniversary event at around March. That is probably when that is when we're definitely going to learn something. Now, we could get a teaser at the Game Awards and then get like a big, Capcom Direct style thing, like the developer diary thing that they do, which I'm obviously going to live stream, and you can follow that straight here on the channel. So subscribe, bell notification icon, like button, all of the usual stuff. Seamless integration into the YouTube algorithm. But as I was saying, right, I think that is when we're going to get a big info drop of whatever the next Monster Hunter project is going to be, right? But for the Game Awards, I'm not sure. If we do get something, it might just be like a teaser trailer or something like that. But maybe we won't get anything at all. And I just want to prepare the community not to be too disappointed. Because one of the things that I've noticed is that apparently there's a bit of a resentment in the community. Because people they want Monster Hunter so bad that the fact that Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out, some people are actually upset. Like, they're treating Dragon's Dogma 2 like it's not worthy of their time. And I'm not saying that this is a majority of people. I'm just saying these are some interactions that I've seen in the community on Twitter and in comment sections and, in other sections of the internet, stuff that gets brought to my attention or that just happens to show up on my feed, right? And there seems to be a little bit of a resentment towards Dragon's Dogma 2 being released earlier. And I want to point out two things. And one of those things, Gaijin has already pointed out on Twitter as well, which is number one, it's you should want Capcom to take their time with the next Monster Hunter title, especially if you pay attention to what happened this year with a lot of games that showed a lot of promise but had some really rocky launches, okay? 2023 was an amazing an amazing year when it comes to gaming. Hands down, I love this year. I think it's one of the best years. One of the things that I've actually said, by the way, on a stream recently is look, if you don't have 2 or 3 games that you really enjoyed in 2023, I suspect that you simply don't like video games anymore. Unless you're someone who is into Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever. In those situations, I can't really speak for you because I just don't play those games. Okay, so I don't know if they've been good or not. I don't know what the shooter situation is this year because I just don't follow those types of competitive shooters. I don't give a damn. Okay, but like people that play games around the same type of games that I usually play, if there's not at least 2 or 3 games that you enjoy this year, I fear that you might just not enjoy gaming, to be honest. But anyway, I feel like I'm derailing myself a little bit here. So getting back on topic, one of the points, like I said, Gaijin that Gaijin also mentioned is like, look, let the Monster Hunter team cook. Let them cook. Don't rush them because you don't want a rushed game. You want a good game. That's what I want. And on top of it, Dragon's Dogma is an amazing game. Okay, I'm not sure how many people out there, particularly among these people that are a little bit resentful, they're like, oh, I just want a Monster Hunter. I don't want Dragon's Dogma. I don't care about Dragon's Dogma. It's like, have you even considered playing Dragon's Dogma? It is, bro, if you've never played Dragon's Dogma, I cannot recommend Dragon's Dogma enough. There's a full playthrough on the channel. There's probably multiple full playthroughs on the channel. There's like 3 or 4 full playthroughs on the channel that you can check out if you're curious about the gameplay of Dragon's Dogma. Like, let me just give you a very quick elevator pitch, okay? It's an RPG where you can play a multitude of classes. It has potentially the best spell casting of any video game, in my opinion. And when I say that, what I mean is like the spell effects are friggin' amazing. The impact that you can actually feel from spells is friggin' awesome. It has a really cool pawn system where you can train like an AI companion to fight with you, and it's just friggin' awesome. You can customize him, you can give him gear, you can customize his vocation, which is his job, what type of a character. It is awesome. You can have pawns from your friends. It's like, there's no multiplayer though, which is one of the things that I've always wanted for Dragon's Dogma. I've always wanted like 4-player co-op. I think it would be amazing, or at least 2-player co-op with pawns. I think that would be awesome, but it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case. Okay, but I cannot recommend this enough. Now, Capcom has announced that they're going to be doing a special event for Dragon's Dogma 2 on the 28th of November. Naturally, I'm going to be live streaming that here in the channel, and you guys should subscribe and like, bell notification, all that stuff, right? So that you're notified whenever I go live with that event. That event, we're going to be getting more information about Dragon's Dogma 2. I expect us to get a release date whenever that event goes live. And, you know, I would suggest that people follow Dragon's Dogma 2, even if you're thinking maybe you're not that into it. Because I think that a lot of people will be very pleasantly surprised if they actually check out the game. Dragon's Dogma is friggin' awesome. And in regards to Monster Hunter, like I said, let them cook. Let them cook. I believe that around the anniversary event in March is when we're going to be getting the most information in regards to Monster Hunter 6, and that is that. Now, I also have a bit of a personal update, so if you just wanted to get my take on the whole Dragon's Dogma, and Monster Hunter situation, feel free to step off now. But I have a bit of personal update. You guys might be wondering, Rurikhan, why are you recording in your car again? What's going on? It's like, look, I've been really busy. As kids grow, they require more and more attention from you, more and more help from you. And my son is struggling with a couple of things, so I have to, and also I want to spend more time at my house. And I currently don't have a particularly good computer in here, so editing videos is a little bit more challenging. I'm actually considering buying a new PC to just have at the house, but it's like, because like, look, transferring the PC back and forth every day as I come home is just not an option. It's too goddamn stressful and annoying to constantly have to ferry a PC back and forth, and shit's probably going to break in the way, and it's too expensive. And getting a new PC right now is those prices, bro. It's like, oh yeah, Black Friday promotions, except for anything that is worth a damn when it comes to computer parts. We give you like all of the trashy parts that nobody wants to buy. We'll give them off to you at deep discounts too. But yeah, all of that stuff is kind of garbage. But yeah, that's something that I'm potentially working on. And the other thing is also like, look, guys, I've had a big MMO brain moment. Like my brain is just craving MMOs. I've been playing Guild Wars 2, and I'm looking at content for MMOs because I don't think there's really a game coming out from now until the end of the year that I'm super interested in covering. So I feel like I've covered everything that I wanted to cover for this year. So now I just want to chill. I'm still going to be doing content. I'm going to be checking out things that are interesting and posting them here as I see fit. But at the same time, I'm also going to be creating some MMO content in my secondary channel. For those of you that are interested in that type of stuff, it's Rurikhan Unleashed. I'll leave a link in the description of this video if I can remember to do that. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that. Some of you might have caught me also streaming on Twitch a little bit. The reasoning behind that is because, look, I just don't think that MMO content is going to do very well on this channel, because most of the people that follow me for stuff like Monster Hunter and Dark Souls, they couldn't care less about World of Warcraft or Guild Wars or Final Fantasy 14 or whatever, right? So I'm still kind of beholden to the YouTube algorithm to some extent. So I just feel like that content might be a little bit safer to shove into the other channel. So hopefully you guys understand that, and if you want to catch some of that stuff, you might find it there. But, just look forward to some more content as I find some news or some interesting topics. I really enjoyed the video that we did for the idea that I had for multi-staged hunts. So I might do some more of those. I have a couple of more ideas that I want to throw out there. The next one would probably be about speed running. But yeah, just chilling a little bit. You guys might notice that the content's a little bit slower. If you feel like you want to, drop your membership or whatever, or let it lapse. Like I always say, don't ever feel pressured for any of that stuff. I'm not going to judge you. I don't mind. I appreciate any support that I get, but never feel pressured for it, okay? I just want to put everybody at ease, because I've seen some posts recently of people being like, oh, things are tough. I have to unsub from this streamer that I follow and whatever. You shouldn't even feel the need to look, streamers are in a very privileged position, and your support should not be an obligation that puts you in financial problems. Okay. But anyways, I'm kind of derailing all over the place at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, sorry for the lack of editing and all of that stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.